Hi guys, Alistair Taylor here, and today we're going to talk about Rory Mcilroy's putting, and in particular his change of grip. So often everyone talks about Rory, about what a great ball striker he is, how good he is with driver, how far he hits it and how straight he hits it. But in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watching will agree with this, probably the one area of game that stops him winning even more than he already does is probably his putting. He hits a phenomenal number of good iron shots into the green, but maybe doesn't seem to hole quite as many putts as some of the other guys out there. Now, he has got a new putter this year. He's using the Nike Method Origin B201, but it's not the change of a putter that's been the big change for him. All through his professional career, he's always putted very traditionally with right hand below left. And he's always been, in my opinion, quite a streaky putter. He's had days where he holes lots and lots of putts, but equally has days where he misses a lot of putts. But before the Masters this year, and I'm doing this video straight after he's just won the Irish Open, and on the final day he did putt very, very well. But just before the Masters, he changed to left hand below right. Now, obviously a lot of people made the comment that they feel he's copying Jordan Spieth. Don't think that's anything to do with the fact Jordan has always done that. For me, Rory's a very left-hand orientated putter. Therefore, when he gets right and left hand in a more traditional position, sometimes he feels that his right hand takes over and gets the putter rotating a little bit more during the stroke. So certainly, one thing that certainly helps, he feels, with his stroke is when left goes below right, he's able to kind of let that left hand lead the stroke and dominate the stroke. Now, it seemed quite a big change for a player of that level to suddenly put that into play with a major championship and, you know, such a big year with the Olympics and everything. But it did come out that he actually practices a huge amount left hand below right. Now, I can see some massive advantages, and particularly for Rory I can see some big advantages. I think at setup, one of the big things it helps is that when our left hand's below right, we tend to keep our shoulders very, very kind of square, where it is easy sometimes with the traditional grip for the shoulders to become a little bit left of target. So I do like the fact with Rory that it keeps his shoulders nice and square, and it enables him to feel that he can keep the back of the left hand going towards the hole. His putting coach, Dave Stockton, is very big on that, and any of the guys you see that Dave Stockton works with, there's very much that influence in their stroke. But certainly what you've seen with Rory is gets over the ball, and just 6 foot here, but he certainly feels that by keeping the left of the back of the left hand going towards the hole, he can set the ball off on line a lot better. Now, once you're getting on those longer putts, I'm not really sure how much of a difference that's making for him, because I think those long ones are much more about speed judgment. For me personally, I'm a very right hand dominant putter, and I feel when I've tried left below right that I do lose a lot of feel, because it feels like my left hand's in the way. But for Rory, I think he's obviously confident with it. He's had a fantastic win out in Ireland, and maybe if I knock more in like that, something I should try. But he's putted well. I mean, when I've watched the tournaments that he's played since he's gone left below right, have I noticed a big difference in his putting? Not really. He's maybe holed more putts now than he was doing at the start of the season. Only he could tell you whether he obviously feels it's better. I'm sure with his entourage, that, you know, with his coach, his putting coach, everyone else, I'm sure they will have stats to back up that he's more consistent, more reliable with left below right. Is it something he's going to stick with? I don't know. I think he's had great success traditionally, and I think when you look at his earlier years, I think there was a little bit more rotation in the stroke, and certainly that rotation in the stroke I'd say would be backed up with the style of putter he's using. But like I said, he's going to make the decision. You know, he's more than qualified to make that decision, and he obviously feels when he gets over it, certainly 10 foot and in, that he aims up well, like I said, keeps the back of the left hand going towards the hole, and feels that he's going to have some good success. So guys, if you struggle with your putting, particularly 10 foot and in, don't be afraid to try and left below right. I think for a lot of you guys, it'll get the shoulders more square, might actually help with a more consistent stroke and a more consistent strike. Try it, see how it feels. You have to be willing though to give it a bit of a chance. You know, you can't just use it for one round or one little practice session. Commit to it for a good 10 rounds, dozen rounds. Look at some stats and see, have you hold out better from 10 footing in? If you have, stick with it. If not, it's obviously worth having a lesson with somebody. You know, if you live near me, give me a call, I'll get your putting sorted. If not, there's lots of other good guys that'll be close to you that you'll be able to find that will help you. Okay guys, so a little insight into Rory Mcilroy's change of grip, why he's done it, and whether it's benefited his game. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Appreciate you taking the time to watch as ever. Like and share it if you've enjoyed it. Comment below, are you left below right or more traditional, or do you use something even more crazy with the way you hold your putter? Subscribe to my channel if you don't already. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down there in the future. Stay in contact.